Hello and welcome to class. So today we're going to be talking about content marketing. I'm sure this is something that you've heard severally, um, especially in this field, content marketing. So without content, digital marketing would literally not exist because this is the like it's like a bedrock for everything that you do in your marketing strategies, in your digital marketing strategies. So it's one of the core topics in digital marketing and something that you need to master as a digital marketer. So without wasting much time, let's go right into it. First of all, you need to understand what content marketing is, the concept of content marketing, its overview, everything that has to do with content marketing, right? So now what is content marketing? Content marketing is a strategic approach focused on creating and distributing valuable, relevant, and consistent content to attract and retain a clearly defined audience and ultimately drive profitable customer actions. Now, what this plenty grammar means is that content marketing it's an approach, right? It's a strategic approach that you use as a digital marketer to in order to distribute or provide like relevant content, for your target audience for the ultimate goal of driving conversions. Every single thing that you see out there in websites, on social media, all of those are content marketing, products of content marketing. Every single thing you see online, they are all products of content marketing. That's why I said that content marketing is actually the bedrock of digital marketing. So, let's go into what are the goals of content marketing. So the first goal is to build brand awareness. So one of the biggest things you work towards achieving as a digital marketer is to promote, to make people to be aware of a particular brand that you're marketing online. So that's one of the biggest goals, to position that brand as a trusted authority in that particular niche. For instance, you have a restaurant business. So I like using restaurant business because I like food. So all the efforts you take into letting people know that this is what the brand does, all the content you put out, either putting out video content or writing blog posts, for that brand, all of that is you making efforts to build brand awareness for that brand. And so that's one of the goals. Now, secondly, is to engage your audience because now that you have built the audience, right? You have spread the awareness. So how are you going to keep your audience engaged? How are you going to keep them on the platform? How are you going to make them interact with that brand, right? That's the second goal of content marketing, to engage your audience. So whatever marketing effort or whatever content that you put out, in order for you to derive engagement from your audience, engaging your audience can be providing value, like true content that can educate them or entertain them. So moving on, the next goal of content marketing is to generate leads. Now, what are leads, right? Leads are prospects, people that are likely to, patronize a brand. Those are leads. So generating leads simply means encouraging your audience to take an action. Maybe clicking on a website link, signing up for a newsletter, or maybe downloading a resource that you put out there. Now, these are leads, right? So one of the goals of content marketing is to be able to generate these leads. Now, these leads are what will end up as your conversions. So without leads, you're not going to have conversions, right? Another goal is to drive conversions. I believe this is the ultimate goal of every content marketing strategy, right? To drive conversions, because every business wants customers. Every business wants paying clients, and conversions are paying clients, people that end up patronizing a brand or, engaging with a brand, you know, by paying for its service. So this is one of the ultimate goals, even though a brand might come in as, oh, For instance, a new brand, their first goal is going to be building awareness, right? Because nobody knows that brand. So, but at the end of the day, what they want is for the business to have paying clients. So that is the essence of driving conversions. So, and finally, customer retention. So one of the things that a lot of brands are not very good at is retaining their customers. And the truth is, at the end of the day, the customers you retain are very important compared to getting new customers. I mean, getting new customers for a brand is very key, it's very important, but you need to also be able to retain your old customers because they are going to be a form of marketing. If your brand is doing well enough to retain them, they are going to market your brand to somebody else, right? And then, yeah, that is like an indirect advertising for you, right? So after driving your conversions, getting those paying clients, another thing you need to pay attention to, what happens after that? Customer retention. So these are the 5 major goals of content marketing, right? So next, we're going to be looking at types of content in content marketing because content marketing is quite broad and there are different types of content underneath depending on what exactly the goal of the content is or what's exactly the platform you're going to be using this content for. All right, so let's move to types of content marketing. Now, firstly, we're going to be talking about blog posts. What are blog posts? Now, blog posts in its simplest forms are articles, right? Articles on websites. Now, those are blog posts. For instance, let's take a look at this one. Data analytics, understanding, exploring, and interpreting data. Now, this is an example of a blog post. And most websites, they have this section, right, where they give you information like an added value to you being on their platform. So if you have questions or if you've had questions about certain things, this is where you can find out, right, about that brand. So blog posts are like detailed articles on a topic relevant to your particular audience. So number 2 is videos. A video is a very, very strong content marketing type, especially in this current dispensation, because videos, they are very, very engaging. With videos, you can pass a lot of information in a very short period of time, right? And the videos tell stories, they explain concepts, right? And it's a very strong tool in content marketing. And a lot of these platforms are actually video based. For instance, TikTok, Instagram, even Facebook. These are these are platforms that rely heavily on video content. So videos are obviously one of the biggest parts of content marketing. Now, thirdly is infographics. Infographics are images that simplify complex information. For example, let's say the anatomy of a perfect blog post. This is the topic, right? And you want to break it down to your audience. What does a perfect blog post comprise of? Now, you can do this in the form of an infographic content. And then we have ebooks. Ebooks are, I'm sure most of us are familiar with ebooks. You might have read an ebook before, books that you read online. So some companies provide it as an added value. So number 4 is social media posts. For social media posts, it could either be carousels, could still be videos, could be graphics, could be pictures, right? I'm sure we're familiar with social media and how it works. So one of the types of content in content marketing is social media posts, right? So moving forward, we have podcasts. Now, there has been a rise in the number of podcasts in recent times. Now, podcasts used to be mostly audio based at one point, but recently we have more people coming, gearing towards video style podcasts. Now, podcasts are usually comprising of more than one person in a set, right? Where they talk about a particular topic, talk about anything that is related to that specific brand. right? Usually it used to be in, you can get a lot of audio podcasts, but recently, with the advent of, how social media has really affected digital marketing, we now have a lot of video style podcasts. Then we have webinars. Webinars are live interactive sessions, right? Where you get to share mostly educational style of content. Now, the key word here is live. Webinars are live, meaning that in real time. So we have email newsletters. Email newsletters are the main purpose of using email newsletters is to nurture your leads. Now, you already have sorry, there's a typo here. So you already have your leads. Remember, I mentioned earlier that your leads are prospects, people that are most likely going to engage or engage your brand or going to end up as a paying client to the brand. So these are leads. Now, in order for you to nurture that lead and turn that lead into a client or convert that lead, then one of the ways you can do that is using email newsletters. Now, some of these newsletters are mostly directed towards advertising promotions, right? And lastly, we have case studies. Now, the purpose of case studies is to showcase your success stories and how your solutions has helped customers. Now, a lot of customers like to see what the brand is capable of. In order to win the trust of those types of clients, you need to be able to show them what you have done in the past. These case studies can either come as it can come in style of videos, can come in a style of a blog, right? So, but the whole essence is for you to show your client what it is that you have been able to do for other clients in the past. That's it on the types of content marketing. I made mention of blog posts, videos, infographics, ebooks, social media posts, podcasts, webinars, email newsletters, and case studies. Now, these are all types of content. I hope that this is as clear as possible. So, moving forward, we're going to be talking about the stages of a content marketing funnel.